Well, hello, everybody, and welcome. For those of you new around here, my name is Roger, and this is your daily tarot map for Saturday, December 10th, 2016, using tarot to create the life you want. Well, I hope everybody is having a good start to their weekend. And today we continue our work with the Regina tarot, created by the talented Sarah Ovenall. And the three cards drawn randomly from the deck today were the Eight of Cups, the Tower, and the Prince of Swords. So the first card I'll draw today is the Eight of Cups, in which we see a woman heading up a mountain, leaving 8 mason jars, which appear to be empty, behind her. So the Eight of Cups is about leaving behind that which is emotionally draining or which no longer fulfills you. It's an emotional situation that you no longer find satisfying and seems unfixable. You know, when it gets to the point where it's exhausting to stay in a situation, it might be time to move on. So that perhaps the situation you're in is preventing you from moving or growing. You know, it happens to all of us. You know, sometimes we simply outgrow a relationship, a career path, or even a spiritual path. It's possible that the situation might be a bit on the explosive side, as suggested by our second card, the Tower, in which we see a person plummeting downward. The tower is in flames, and it looks like half the building is gone or worn out. So the Tower, is a card that's not always welcome in a reading, as it brings with it ideas such as chaos, destruction, and upheaval. And it often points to the end of a relationship or a job, or even a period of one's life. Now, this is typically a change that's been agitating for a long time, a change that we know we need to make, but may have held off for whatever reason. Well, the Tower advises us that if we don't make the change ourselves, we might find ourselves in a pickle of pain. Sometimes, no matter how much we would prefer for something to work out, for a situation or relationship to work out, it doesn't. And instead, often it takes a turn for the worse. You know, change is always stressful, but it appears that it's a change that some of us may really need. You know, I think what's important here is that we don't cling to the past and instead embrace the change that might be calling to us, even though it might be painful initially. Though we can try and convince ourselves that everything is fine, if we know deep down that it's not, then it really might be worth considering making a move away from whatever it is. Now, the Eight of Cups paired here with the Tower makes me think of leaving somebody or separating yourself from somebody who has a wicked temper, given that the Tower is ruled by that aggressive Mars energy. This could also indicate being in an abusive relationship of some kind. So it might not even be physically, but a relationship where somebody chews away at our self-esteem and is critical of everything we do. You know, if you find yourself in such a relationship, it might be worth considering whether it's time to move on from it. And if not, at least open the doors of communication so you can talk with the other person and let them know exactly how you see things from your perspective. Now, in our last card, the Prince of Swords makes a reappearance once again for this week. And in this spread, she appears to be intently watching the action unfolding in the first two cards. You know, like the Prince, we may need to examine the challenging situation we find ourselves in and make a decision on what we're going to do about it. Because the Prince of Swords is often about making a decision and then acting on it. So, the situation. We want to ask ourselves, is it salvageable? If so, what will it take to fix it? You know, this card, the Prince of Swords, is often about taking abrupt action. So if that's the only solution, then it might be the thing to do. You know, like the eagle in this card, it might be just simply time to fly and put the past behind. So the message today for these three cards is: standing still has no advantages if we're in a bad situation. Remember, we're not stuck where we are unless we decide to be. So today's advice card comes from the Enchanted Map Oracle by Collette Baron-Reid. And the card drawn randomly from the deck today is Rescue. Okay, so I find this card really relevant in light of today's reading. That situation that you find yourself in may require the intervention of others. This might be simply someone to talk things over with, or maybe a counselor who can help you clarify things. It might even be someone such as a career counselor or a spiritual teacher who can help you to clarify your path. In severe situations, it might even be a friend with whom you can stay for a while, or somewhere else where you can stay and feel safe. So for those of us in a dicey situation, today's a good day to contemplate a move away from it, whatever that might entail for you. There's no reason we have to tackle a tough situation or decision alone, though. So using the resources available to us, as well as the kindness of the people in our lives, that we can make that transition, that movement, that much easier. And that's your Daily Tarot Map for today. If you liked this video, I would really appreciate it if you click the like button. And you can find my contact information on my website at tarot-dude.com. And that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you again tomorrow. Brightest blessings.